But of course, as part of our Addington coverage, we are continuing to highlight sponsors of the meeting. And of course, tonight at Addington, it is Breckon Farms Race Night. Pleasure to be chatting with Ken Breckon. Thank you for your ongoing support, Ken, and you must be thrilled to have harness racing back.
Oh, look, very exciting. It's not till you get into something like lockdown and you realise how much you miss it. And you miss not only the horse, of course, but the contact with people.
Yeah, that's been a massive part of what we've all really come to appreciate now, because I think we look at life a little bit differently.
Oh, yes, we do. I mean, you take things for granted. And look, it was great for us. I mean, we locked down. I was fortunate enough to have both my sons back at home. And we were fortunate with that. So we had a ball catching up with them. Nonetheless, we had a few blues like any families would, and that was mainly on the tennis court. Yeah, I still think I'm John McEnroe. I can tell you I'm not. But as I said, there are things that you do take for granted, and what we all miss, of course, you're quite right, is just the people contact.
Yeah, most certainly. And of course, with your sponsorship of the meeting tonight, there are some really significant meanings behind the race names.
Yes, I mean, when we go right back to when we started, and I'd first like to thank the New Zealand Met for giving us the opportunity. Some of them are current, some of our current young mares, and a couple of them do include, of course, some horses that are racing at the moment, and we had to throw in our favourite, of course, I Can Do's It.
Naturally, of course. And the Breckon's name has been associated with winning at Addington for quite a while now with the Winners Bar, so no doubt in future you'll be looking forward to getting back in there yourself, hopefully.
Yes, well, of course, Jess, we need a winner for that, but that's been great for the farm, that sponsorship. And I think it just shows you our commitment to the industry as a whole.
Most certainly. And even though we have been going through some bizarre times in the world recently, Breckon Farms and the team have been very busy. I noticed that you were active with Gavel House and an online sale recently as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's been very successful, and you have to commend New Zealand Bloodstock. I don't know where that sale would have actually gone with that without having Gavel House. And I think for the industry, it's given us great exposure, in particular to Australia. I think there was something like, it might have been 500, maybe more, people that linked up because of the sale. So, look, that sort of initiative is wonderful for the industry, and they are to be applauded. I know I've spoken to both the major studs that were involved with the sale, Graham Henley Alabar and Andrew Grayson at Woodlands, and look, they were over the moon with the results, and good on them.
Yeah, great way to embrace new technology too, and I think now people might be a little bit addicted to that trade me style bidding.
Yeah, I think a few of the older fellas missed, I think the minute they panicked a bit and sort of looking at the wrong buttons or pushing the wrong buttons, but nonetheless, I think, as I say, it was a very good success, and we did well. We were probably just getting rid of some of our lesser mares.
Yes.
But again, there's still huge breeding potential with them.
Yeah, and life on the farm, of course, continuing as normal. There's horses to be fed and broodmares to be looked after and weanlings to be dealt with. So I guess the workflow for your team just carried on?
Yeah, look, we had a few hiccups. Nigel Fay, he was down in Chicago with his family in lockdown. And then we had one of our staff sick with the flu, fortunately not COVID. But so we were running pretty thin, and our staff, those that were left on the farm, and I say not many, did a splendid job and did a great job covering for the rest. So no, we got through. Smiling now.
That's great. And I've got to commend. It could have been worse, absolutely.
It could have been worse, Jess. Could have been right in the middle of breeding season.
Yeah.
So so we were fortunate.
That's great. That's great. And I do want to commend your team, of course, because in this day and age when we're hungry for information, the social media around Breckon Farms, always up to date. There's interesting items on there if anyone's wanting to follow the farm.
Yes, Charlotte Mooney's doing a great job on social media, fantastic, and Facebook, etc., and keeping everything relevant and punchy. And then at the back end, we've got Rob Carr, again, doing a fantastic job with info on our syndicates, which are doing very, very well.
Yeah, so if anyone's interested in future prospects, maybe not now, but down the line with the ownership, they can reach out?
Yeah, in actual fact, we're going to the market very soon with a new syndicate. So that'll sort of kick off in August. So these are the yearlings, obviously, looking at racing around December, January.
Perfect.
And
Wonderful.
beautifully bred, I can tell you. Beautifully bred.
You guys have had such fantastic success too. It's a great opportunity for people to get involved with some fantastic bloodlines. Ken Breckon, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your ongoing support of harness racing at Addington. I know the club are very, very grateful for that.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say thanks for everyone's support, in particular at the moment with New Zealand Met, and going forward, I look forward to seeing you all at the races. Thanks, Jess.